Yes, everybody, Russ from the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well, my friends. Happy Friday. We've done another week. Well done, each and every one of you. And obviously, that means we've just got 1 week until the Premier League starts. Obviously, we played Bayer Leverkusen in our last friendly. Tomorrow, I believe it's on the West Ham YouTube channel again. Don't quote me on that. Hopefully, they've taken off the mid-roll ads. So rather than wait, when, I don't know, Ben Rama's through on goal, and then an ad comes up to, claim for your diesel, claims or whatever like that comes up. Very annoying, but hopefully they sort it out. Hope you're safe and well. For anyone who's a channel member, at the end of this stream, we will be doing our live draws for August. If you want to get involved, we've got a signed West Ham shirts. There is signed by the class of 22-23, the Europa Conference League final winners. That's going to our members, as well as the signed football. I haven't pumped it up, but a signed football as well. So they'll be at the end. So if you want to get entered into the joy, if you're not a member already, hit down there's a join button, and you fill it in. We get notified on here. We'll add you to the list, and we'll do it at the end of the show. So, yesterday we had the Gala celebration dinner last night at the Intercontinental O2. We're doing a little separate show later on about that because there's some really interesting observations that Anton made. He was there. And he was, well, the story goes. So, okay, right. So Anton's outside, and basically Tim Steidten basically walks past him. So Anton starts walking with him and starts having a conversation with him, and starts talking to him about all the, West Ham stuff and things like that. And the question was made about when are we signing someone? When are we signing someone? And what the party line is usually when something like that is said. People go, oh, we try really hard. Obviously, we've got a number of targets we want to go and that type of thing. Not for Tim Steidten. Tim Steidten basically said, give me 2 days, promise. Give me 2 days, promise. So Steidten has promised weekend signings by this weekend. So I'm going to give him till the end of Sunday anyway, because obviously we played by Leverkusen. We also spoke today about the deal with JWP, which apparently, Steidten might have vetoed, he might not have vetoed, he might have recommended he does it. No one really generally knows, but by all accounts, he has promised. You believe that? You believe anything? He's promised signings this weekend, which we drastically need. Whether that means his signings or whether that means other signings, I don't know. That coincides with a random news report that's broken in the last 20 minutes about Maguire and McTominay, £70 million bid, and we're doing long-term, because they're still sort of on pre-season things, and so long-term, long-distance medicals or some shit like that. I tell you what, it is just literally no one has a clue. But we've spoken to Tim Steidten. We haven't spoken to an ITK or a journalist, spoken to the man himself, and he says, he says 2 days, promise. Doesn't know if it's one transfer, two transfers, three transfers. Give me 2 days, promise. Anyway, let's go for the chat. And we'll open up. People can talk whatever they want about this today. How can we compete with bigger clubs when we struggle to death? £17 million for a 26-year-old. You obviously talk about Denis Zakaria. Hammond's headlines tonight. We talk about a Slavia Prague centre-back we're linked with, as well as another move for Wilfred Gnonto, which I'm sure some of the people in the chat are going to be very happy about. No top 10 has shown interest in JRP. Totally agree. Never mind Tom, Dick and Harry. We've got Tom, Dave and Marky. Very good. I like that. Everyone's talking to each other. Anyone's heard the latest about Slabhead? Yeah, fuck me. It's better. It better just be rumours. It's just literally come out of nowhere. Come out of nowhere. In the same as we've had, I think X came out yesterday to say that the Fofana deal, the Fofana interest was real, and Alves, Jacob Steinberg said that they were both pursuing those leads. We know. Well, Moyes' two targets are JWP and Maguire, but obviously maybe he's gone with McTominay and Maguire, but I can't see it happening at all, which means he probably will do, no luck. This is true, and Steinberg has become Moyes' latest little lapdog. Oh, Fofana and Zakaria would be great signings. I agree. Question for what is longer, War Peace or his transfer saga? It does seem like his transfer saga to me. Not sure why so many people hung up. He's worth 25 at most. He had a similar player, Lanzini, let him go. The only thing JB Azozini is scored free kicks. Actually, the thing is, Trini, when Payet was here, we had, and one of the video guys we worked with at the time, a lovely guy called Lloyd, who was a brilliant bloke. Like Lloyd was fantastic. He was the guy also that was Avram Grant's ears when during that game he couldn't due to Yom Kippur, he couldn't be in the dugout and he was in a hotel. He was the go-between, Lloyd was. Anyway, he said when they used to do like the videos of the training grounds and things like that, basically Lanzini would score more goals than Payet. He had a better hit rate than Payet. Anyway, 1 week to go and no captain nominated. No, there's not, Michael, but watch. We're doing a little show later on. It'll be out a couple of hours' time. The fallout from the Gala dinner. And Anton made some really interesting observations about Aged and his interaction with the players. So I think he may be a captain. Will be a great signing for final. Will be. Totally agree. Don't think sign anyone by next week at all. Well, Tim's promised me signings. He's promised a signing. So we'll see that if you agree with that or anything. Oh, everyone's talking to each other. Good afternoon, Gary. Hope you're well. Wonder what fake rumours will tour this weekend. Indeed, who knows? It's on the West Ham app. What's on the West Ham? Oh, the game. Great to know. Oh, hopefully they sort themselves out. Frano, hope you're well. Callum, hope you're well. Good. Yeah. Can I win the shirt? No, you can't, Stato. Well, you could do if you become a channel member, but seems to defeat the object. Good evening. Good afternoon. Dream Villa Marbella. Hope you're well. Crazy that Southampton got relegated with £100 million central midfield pairing. Indeed. But don't forget, obviously, they play tonight. They play Sheffield Wednesday tonight. Russell Martin, the Southampton manager, has basically said he's including JWP, he's including Lavella. Obviously, Livramento's gone, so well done Harrison Ashby on that signing. That was a good idea going to Newcastle, wasn't it? It lasted. Did he actually play any first team football? He's going to go out on loan, I think. But so we'll see. That'd be interesting to see. Oh, look, who shows up in a giveaway? You're not even a member, Stato, indeed. Give me some good news. Good news. Well, that's the good news. The good news. I'm going for the comments quite quickly. Is that Anton actually spoke to Tim Steidten. It's not, taking what X has said or what Sean said or what, Jacob Steinberg has said or whoever. Anton spoke to Tim Steidten yesterday. And Tim Steidten, as I said, he could have said, do you know what? Yeah, we're interested. Yeah, we're looking at loads of players, irons in the fire, that type of thing. No, he said, give me 2 days, promise. When Anton asked him, when's the next signings? When are the signings going to start? Give me 2 days, promise. Now, and obviously it could all be bollocks. We know it could all be bollocks, but he could have said, we're working on it. That's what he could have said, but he gave a time frame, which to me suggests there's maybe more in the works. But again, we're only speculating, aren't we, here? Is it a true story? It's come from the horse's mouth, mate, if you're talking about that. West Ham have agreed a double deal to sign McTominay and Maguire. We'll wait and see what happens with that one. I love that from Anton. We've got a whole show. We're doing a little... Anton, to be honest, didn't spend a lot of time, it seemed, having his dinner because he was too busy watching everyone. He's a real good people watcher. He's our resident psychologist and body expert. And he was talking about also the interaction between Moyes and Steidten as well. It was quite interesting. Obviously, we've got reports saying that they don't talk to each other. They can't, they're poles apart. Anton did not get that impression by looking how Moyes and Steidten were interacting with one another. There was a lot of bantering. There was a lot of laughing. Steidten was on his phone continually for that dipping in and dipping out of conversation, of the gala dinner, showing Moyes the phone, nodding, thumbs up, those types of things. So I think yes, there will be a difference of opinion, but maybe it's not as dramatic as we think it is. Or as it's made out to be. Well, I can't see it working. We'll see. It says West Ham are giving Maguire. Yeah, long distance. I don't know what that is. It's like, you got any problems with your ears? No. Cough. Did they drop? Yeah. Okay. Done. That's sad. It's the end of the week. Surely we do some good news. We are hopefully. Here we go. No Juan. Noah Juan. Very good. No Juan. You can't write our transfer business fast. Indeed. Great show as always. Thank you. I've only been on for 10 minutes, so thank you. After all, I like to say when it's in London, different country, I meant it's in England. I'm not far. I know you're joking. Not a rumor. That makes me happy. Slabhead doesn't even want to come. Well, apparently, I was reading a report came that that Man United wanted 50, but apparently they only wanted 30 million, which is again stupid numbers for a 30-year-old. And the idea was, the journalist said it was 70 million pound combined for the two of them. We shall see. As I said, just a reminder in terms of Stato and things like that. At the end, we will be doing our draw for the signed West Ham football. There we go, for our channel members, and also the signed shirt. So 2 separate draws, 2 chances of winning. As it all signed by the, for our friends, with all the friends at Umbro, all the certificate of authenticity and stuff like that to prove it's happening. If you want to become a channel member, hit the join button down there. And if you join, you automatically get entered into the draw. We're doing it at the end of the show. You've got a fair chance. Dama and Winosa and Fafana, Matson, a job. Oh, that'd be amazing. Great shout. Anyone for a pizza up because Domino's is shit. I'm always a pizza up. Pizza up still a day. How long did I work at Pizza Hut? I started when I was 16. Literally 6 or 7 years I used to work at Pizza Hut, during uni and stuff as well. Solidarity to the Pizza Hut crew. So yeah. How many shirts you got up there? 1, 2, 3, 15, about 16. About 60 altogether. Domino's kicks Pizza Hut's arse every day. Yeah, but they don't slag off West Ham, do they? Any idea what's happening with Cresswell? We're going to talk about that in the Gala Fallout show, because it was quite interesting. It's quite to give it, it's quite interesting who was there and who wasn't there. I'll just say that for that. Maguire clearly doesn't want to play for West Ham. Please stay away. Stoke away. That was Russ, Scotty Parker. He does scored. He did. Whenever I missed the game, he did indeed. And the funny story, I actually tell it on Gary's show, Two Hammers show. Was it last week we did it, or maybe the week before? So go and check that out. And on the Claret and show the Claret and Booze boys some love. Do some great stuff over there. Good bunch as well. We all in regular contact with them. And I talk about the Avon Grant story with Lloyd, so you can listen to that there rather than me relaying it, and then they get more views. You see, that's how it does. Probably just saying that to get Anton off his back. Well, I'm not being funny. He might have done. Anton's quite an imposing character. Do I have the picture? Do I have the picture of Anton? He's a big lad, is old Anton. Where is the picture of Tim Stein? Have I got it here somewhere? Or have I deleted it? No, that's Brian. Oh, I didn't put the picture of Brian Deering. Oh, I can't find it. Anyway, you'll see it tonight. I mean, Anton's a big lad. He's 6 foot something each way. And Steidten's, I didn't really like his hair. I'll be honest. The only signing in this is Steidten's resignation letter. Anton, I'm in London with families. I can't stay on. Please understand, I did not hound. I left when the players and coaches left. It was quiet and ended up walking with Tim, another guy. He and I were incredibly humble. They were. And Anton's not like me. He's not like me in that respect. He would not. I would hound someone until they give me some information. I would, because you're not going to get that opportunity again. So I would. But anyway, Harris Ashby off to Swansea. Well, that was good. Zakaria is done to Monaco from Fabrizio, which is great news, because the thought is that Zakaria goes to Monaco. We get Fafana. Job done. That would do me. Do you expect Skamaka Cresswell to play this weekend? Have they flown out of his squad? Well, I think they're flying out today, aren't they? I do not expect the first 2 to be playing tomorrow. There we go. Special agent, get the news. That's what I mean. We haven't got an ITK. We haven't read something on Twitter, or we've got from the horse's mouth. How many times has that actually happened? A direct quote from someone. To be honest, he probably didn't know he's being quoted, but he said it. Maguire text anyway, let alone a pony. And he gets arrested in Greece. He's a plonker, wouldn't sign him. I'm glad we're not letting Skamaka go. We're not. If Inter want him, they have to pay the price. Yeah, and by all accounts, Inter have increased their value of him. I think we're only a few players away from, in terms of money, a few million quid. We have got a Simon Taz. Let's put you in for the draw, son. Let's put you in for the draw. Put you Tasman 307. Now Taz is in the draw. Taz is in the draw now, because he is now a channel member. Thanks for joining us. Cheers, man. Oh god, there's so many comments. There's so many comments. I'm trying to get through everything. We got Skamaka is leaving. Is this Cresswell? Maybe Antonio. Be interested if JWP is in the squad. I think he will be in the squad. Don't forget Scott Parker did that, didn't he? He played, was it Watford and scored, and then the following day went to Spurs. So, though, who knows? Another channel member. Thank you so much, Darren. Thank you. Darren is now a channel member. Welcome to the West Ham Network Barmy Army. Let's put Darren, you're in the draw as well, my friend. So congratulations. Thank you very much. Good luck. There's 2 draws this week as well. So you should have a better chance. What we got here? Oh my god, I'm just trying to go through this. It's a bit crazy at the moment. Give me 2 days off. Can't stand the circus. There we go. See you in a couple of days. Give me 2-day promise. There we go. And I'll have an answer for you indeed. If you sign McTominay and Maguire, I will seriously give up. Signings, not the West Ham way. Indeed. The thumbs up be just for the show. Indeed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well. Give this it always helps us out and pushes it into more people's eyes so they can see it and join the West Ham Barmy Network Army. We are making a quite waves at the moment, which is great to see. Cyril, hope you're well. I think Tim gives me 2 days. That's when West Ham will announce the quiet. We didn't say who he's going to sign. Let's be honest. The next manager won't want either of the bank rejects. I think we're being held to ransom by multiple clubs because of rice money. I think we need to get hold of our nerve, people. Do you know what, Callum? I totally agree. The fact is, they know we've got money in our bank. They know we've got 100 million at least, and so we personally, I don't think we can complain about the inflation. Yeah, the inflation of Premier League players because we caused that. We wanted 100 and something million. We got 100 and something million. That automatically puts people away. Okay, if Declan Rice is worth that, then he's worth that to us. And so we set the yardstick. So we, it's and it's a great way. But actually, I think we're working in quite a professional manner, so to speak. So, at the moment we're not paying over the odds. Not saying we won't pay over the odds come around the 30th of August, but at the moment, this is what we're going to pay. You don't want it? Okay. It might be low balling, but that's our estimation. Some people say it's a low ball. They want 50, we're going to give you 20. That might be our estimation of that player. Or Tim Steidten's estimation as well. So there we go. 2 more. God, Jesus, 2 more. We've got two more. We've got Horizon. Thanks for joining the West Ham Network Barmy Army. Let's put you in the draw as well, my friend. And Chris Southall. Thank you very much, Chris. So Chris and Horizon are also joining Darren and Taz today as well and becoming channel members. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen. Very, very much appreciated. Right, let's carry on. Oh my god, there's so many comments. I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss you all. I'm gonna miss so many, but it doesn't matter. I've seen many players from last night. Didn't see one of Chris. Maybe you're alluding to that. What was this event, Russ? Outside the UK, so I had no idea. No worries, Jake. So basically, the club put on a gala dinner for to celebrate the Europa Conference League. We didn't have a player awards this year, did we? So they had this gala dinner, which was yesterday. And it was at the O2. It was at the hotel Intercontinental next to the O2. Many a conference have I been at the Intercontinental Ballroom, and Anton was there. And there's loads of players, ex-players. There was, it was presented by Darmesh, and I can't remember who the other presenter was. And yeah, it was a nice event. No one kicked off of anyone or we're aware of. And in fact, everyone seemed to be going quite nicely there. A couple of players seemed a bit disinterested as well. So, we mentioned that as well because I think it's interesting to see how people are thinking. Jake is in London. Jake is 16. Happy birthday, Jake. Jake is 16 today and never been kissed. Never been kissed. There we go. I watched all the C&B good stuff. Should have more subs. They will do. Is the restaurant still in Allchurch? There's not one in Allchurch. There's one in I used to do one at Loughton, and then I was at Leicester. Foss Park. It was at Leicester. And then I used to do it at the Romford thing by next to an Audi now. Great fun. I used to enjoy that. Hasn't Maguire got to go to Greece for his retrial? No idea. This weekend when Tim signs 3 players for Fana, Maguire, McTominay. Probably, who knows? Get involved, people. I won last year's and only signed up. If I sent it, I did send yours out, didn't I? I've got to send. I've got to send a few out. I'm rubbish, although hopefully I've got a couple of days off on holidays. With Flo and Joe, and so I can. We'll make sure. I need to get some things for this. Obviously, a signed football, and we've got a signed West Ham shirt. So two things, and basically what happens is every month we do a draw. So it could be something like this: signed Matt Jarvis notebooks, or who's this one? That's not signed by anyone. Yeah, so we try and do something like that every month. We've got a lovely Tony Cottee one. What's this one? Ian Bishop. We've got a nice Ian Bishop signed notebook there. Got a lovely TC one. So that's sort of what we do every month for our channel members, as well as giving them exclusive content, which we deliver on a monthly basis. So yeah. JDOP's in the squad for tonight. Doesn't surprise me at all. For anyone who thinks Mackie T is a good signing, check the video of him hiding behind the Arsenal player rather than receiving a ball from a teammate. Fafana, please, could have potential. I think he's got potential. I do. When you remember, you can do this. Yeah, also, that's a good point. You can't sit here, but if you remember, you get your little things and you get all your icons. And we do need to get a Holly one as well. Do you think the club or Steinberg could come out and make a statement to squash these rumours, or just making the fan base stress far worse? They could do, but then literally with all the rumours, as I said, we've had, and this isn't new. Now it's 135. We've had 135 players linked with. So if they came out every time, it would be literally every day they'd be saying something. It would look like even more of a joke, really. But anyway, thanks for your hard work. Been watching. Thank you, Darren. We've got loads more to come, mate. Wish we had more money. Wish we had the money for the Brentford keeper. Yeah, Arsenal look at him as well, aren't they? So Sanchez. Is it Sanchez? No, sorry, Raya. Yeah, the Brighton, Raya, and then there's Sanchez as well, who's looking to go the Brighton keeper. 35 plus 5, you guys can afford it. Thank you, Kelly. You must not be a West Ham fan. Good afternoon, Green Street. Hope you're well. Big clubs pay over the odds of us. Do they, though? I don't think City pay over the odds. I think City are very clever with the way they buy. I don't mind paying bigger fees for younger players with sell on value. Not many players class a surplus. Totally agree. Another channel member. Thank you very much. Pack the Hammer. Welcome to the Barmy West Ham Network. No, the West Ham Network Barmy member army. Thanks for saying it. I'll get it right eventually. There, I said it. What do you think we ever signed Jesse Lingard? No. 35 minutes was slab low. If Sakara is Fafana, Monaco is Fafana wants to leave, West Ham will make a move for him. He might not want to leave, but they might want to let him. He might want to go. Apparently, Premier League is an area he wants to look into. So yeah, we'll be doing the draw in about 20 minutes or so. So anyone else gets involved, let me know. I know we are panicking, but what happens if Moyes will end up having a good season? I know it's probably unlikely, but what if we did? Mate, anything's possible with West Ham, innit? Anything's possible. I remember someone's quoted, like, I think it was a few years ago, there was this survey, and basically West Ham came up as the least optimistic of the season. We ended up having one of our best seasons it's actually our best season in recent history. Anything can happen with West Ham. And I think that's part of the reason why we are West Ham fans, because anything can happen. Anything can happen with it. And that's why I'm always filled with optimism at the first day, and then give it a couple of games, and then all the knives are starting to sharpen again. Would have been an ideal signing. I always dismiss these ones, though. Yeah, it's just too much, yeah. There you go, Danny B. Indeed. Is Darmesh a hammer? Not going to answer that question. I was so gutted when he was signed in the first time around. Could he be the difference? Are you talking about what's his face? Are you talking about En-Nesyri? Enzo go to Chelsea, caused the market to go crazy. Yeah, good point. Good point. Although we do sort of thinking about it, Rice does come with the sort of the English tax, doesn't it? English to English club tax in terms of homegrown. So, yes, Chelsea were to blame. Maybe also the Saudi Pro League has accelerated and increased the prices for maybe the less sort of the more journeyman players as well. But yeah, Harry Lewins, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. We'll be gutted to come as it goes. I think he is going, mate. Is this fake or real? This is real. This is real. This is from the horse's mouth. And as I said, the story, not story, but what happened, Anton afterwards was leaving the gala dinner as the players and all the other guests were, and then literally he was walking and ended up almost bumping into Steidten as they walked, and they carried on walking. They were talking about and Anton. They asked him, when are we getting any new signings? And he went, and he could have, as I said, he could have said, we're working on it. Trust us, trust the process. We're getting there. But he didn't. He just said, give me 2 days, promise. And that's all we can hear. That's all we can say. That's all we can say. We don't know what else really. We don't know what else really in terms of what we could do about that. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see. As I said, we'll give him the 2 days. We'll give him the 2 days. But yeah. But it's I think 2 days is. We'll give him to the Sunday. We'll give him an extra day. It's the weekend. Talk about Audi, Russ. Afternoon. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are well. West Ham to finish top half. All the best. Thank you very, very much. Jesus, more. We got more. The last ever signature of he should be not named to West Ham. Yeah, probably. Actually, you're probably right. How much is the West Ham kit there in the UK? Quite a lot of money. Another. Geez. Okay, another one. Thank you, Ian. Ian, thank you so much. Let's just put you in the draw. You're in the draw, which we'll be doing in about 20 minutes' time. And also to Gaz. Well done, Gaz. Gaz 33 YA Hammer. Why a hammer? Why are you a hammer? Let me know. Don't mind seeing McTominay come through the door. I don't either. Yes, Pat, hope you're well from down under. Hope you're my friend. Saw someone say that Maguire are awful whenever played in the same team. Interesting. Never, don't know. Thank you very much, Vasey. Come on, why is no one talking about Jesse Lingard? He's 31. He's still for free. Always loved him. We were short and goalters. Everybody forget. Exactly. Never fall in love with a lone player. That's what Dan always told me. Nice to see someone that is trying to be responsible and proactive. Well done, Tim. Yeah, that's a great shout, Timothy. That's a great shout because usually it's very much, oh, we don't know. But actually, it could be bollocks. It could be bollocks. And, we'll preface this to say it could be. But we haven't, we've been fed a load of bollocks for the last year, really. Or in terms of the last 6 months, the last 2 months for sure, really, in terms of in or out. So why not something which actually has come from the horse's mouth? Does that have more validity than Jacob Steinberg talking about it or X possibly? But the goals he scored for us and the assists, like the one he played, was great assist. Russ is serious when the colour of his shirts are not out. Serious business with black shirt. Oh, it's blue shirt today. If Skamaka is definitely leaving, are we looking at you signing? Well, apparently, according to sources, Balogun has asked Arsenal to reduce his fee. So to me, it sounds like he wants to go. Gabriel Jesus is having he misses the first game, definitely the first game of the season. I've taken him out my fantasy football league team. Don't forget, we've got our own fantasy football league joining. If you want to go back, Holly did a show a couple of weeks ago. No, beginning of the week, I think it was, maybe Tuesday, about it. So go and check that out because we it's a big league and we could have a nice prize at the end. So possibly. Lingo burnt his bidges, or J-Lings. Okay, are we able to sell Moyes and Sullivan? No. Is it true Steidten were together at the game? We don't know. No one knows. We don't know. Thank you to Stuart Pryor, rather. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the West Ham Network Barmy member army. Thanks, much appreciated. Let's put that in there as well. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Stu. Someone's asked about the draw. The Basically Irons, we have our member draws. So every month, if you're a channel member, you get entered into a draw. It's like a raffle. So it's like a couple of quid and you do it every month. And, we get different prizes. So this week, and for the last few weeks, we've been doing last few months doing signed shirts. And so we've got a signed football. It's not pumped up, obviously, because it's easy to pay package. And also a signed last season shirt. We'll probably get some new ones for this season done. Signed, I can't really see who signed it, but it comes with all certificate of authenticity. It's from our channel partners, Umbro. Oh, come on, so there we go. One of our channel partners is Umbro. They always help us with some member stuff, and I imagine we'll probably get some when they do the signings for the new kits. We may get some stuff through from them for the next couple of months. So there we go. But also, we do notebooks and stuff like that, signed by the Signed by ex-players. Rather have Dawson back. Great shout. Have Steidten kissed and made up yet? Peter, as we said at the event last night, they were very much in cahoots with one another. There was no he sits on one side and he sits on the other side of the table. They were talking, they were jostling. As a Steidten was continually on his phone and several times would go up to Moyes and show his phone, and Moyes would nod and stuff like that. Don't think you've sent mine, but will be worth waiting for. Tailor made. Let me just check your name. Oh, let me just check. I'm really bad. I'm really bad, but I need to just sort them all out. I need to just spend a day and just sort them all out. Spencer, in it. That's your there. Yeah, I'm not saying your surname or your address, but yeah, I've got to send that out to you. So we'll do a big one and I'll get it all sent out. Now, if Father played well, will our Bears be too late? Who knows? Why can't we buy Ward Prowse? Well, apparently he doesn't. Starter doesn't want him there. So there we go. The book has been closed at the betting office first. Moyes sacking. I love the West Ham circus always entertaining. It is definitely 3 at the back. If the fridge signs, I've always thought if we do get a Harry Maguire, it'll be a back 3. It'll be a back 3. We've been playing that quite a lot this season, and Emerson obviously is a good left wing back. Obviously, we're looking at people like Marston, Pring, Truffade. Doesn't like it's going to be happening this year. I think Max Aarons will be out of the question because he looks like he's going to Southampton unless we put a bid in for him and try and get that. I don't know. Thought Stuart Pearce made some interesting points this morning. I'll have a listen, mate. Thank you very much. For Fana Tour, a new one. He certainly did. When Darmash was talking about West Ham, he said we. Did he really? We will not disclose that. How long does Sully give if he makes a crap start? I don't think very long, in all honesty, but we don't know. Does this mean the news girls are getting new players? They've been doing well. Women's team got a new manager, got a new couple of people in as well. If we're looking for a young striker, what about Xavi Simons? There's loads of good strikers out there. We were linked with Mbala Nzoza. He's a good striker, good young striker. We were linked with Carrie Hire? We were linked with also Ugo Ekiteki as well from last year. So why does it appear that is so desperate to come to West Ham when no one else is? Don't know. But as I said, from again another very, very, very reliable source, he has basically said that he really wants to come to West Ham, and he's been talking about it with his friends and family since the end of last season. It's Zakira getting. I think Zakira is actually done with Monaco. His job done to Monaco, but I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Moyes announce that in the days of getting Rice for 100 were over? Well, there we go. He's lied, hasn't he? Watching from Turkey. Have we got fun or not just yet? What's the draw for? I've said, Chris, the draw is for a signed West Ham football. It was 2 draws. One will be for the signed football. One will be for the signed shirt. It's for a pair of Brady socks. Worn is unwashed. There we go. Fair enough. Wow. Thank you very much, Stephen. Stuart, rather. I've already put you in. Yeah, I've already put you in. I've already put you in. Thank you so much, sir. So I'm just getting through the list. And so it's taken a little bit longer than usual. Where is my... Let's just get my thing up. Sorry, it's all ready. We'll do it in a little bit. Thank you, Stuart. You're in the list, my friend. I must admit, I feel more positive today than I did last week. Mate, I always do. One day in, one day out. I'm always one day I'm really, and now I'm positive again. I'm always positive. What we got here? Has anyone confirmed it's actually Steidten? Did he have a scarf on? It was Tim Steidten. And there'll be a picture. If you watch in a couple of hours' time, we'll put out a show with our sort of the fallout from the gala dinner, and there is a picture of Anton with that's tip thumbnail. I cropped Anton out of the picture. Sorry. Did you think one of the signs is not on your? Do you think one of the signs is not on your list of 135? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Danny, thank you very much. Another new member to the West Ham Network Barmy member army. Danny, let's put it in properly. Carly. Do I still have an Echo, anyone? Do I still have an Echo? Let me know. Where to get your frames for the shirt? Still looking for a good frame for my shirt. So these are from Hobbycraft. They're called Shadow frames, and they were on special. They were like £6 each. I think about 12 quid each. And I've just whacked them up with, because I'm shit at DIY. Just whacked them up with some command strips and Not Anton. Anton's drilled these into the fucking wall, but no, Mrs. Budden wouldn't let me do that. So just command strips, and yeah, they look really good, don't they? And it probably cost me, what was it? Once there's 15, there's one there. I used to have one here, but it's fallen down, and one here it's fallen down. But I could add some more. We have £100 million. I thought Arsenal paying installments with the what's it called? The signing of the contract. In essence, we have got to put it a better word, we've got a letter of intent of getting 100 million. It means we can borrow against that in the same way as we borrow against our TV money for the season coming up. We've always done that for the current sort of transfer budget. So yeah, we know we've got £100 million. Apparently Moyes might be on the brink of sacking, according to Mike Keegan, we'll see. Do you think it'll be good? Have been for show? Could have been, but we don't know. Dark shirt, Russicle's tiger shirt. Last day. You're totally right. There's so many comments. I'm just trying to get through. Russ said, with our style, pace is unnecessary. Well, midfield is a little bit. I'll be honest, a little bit. But anyway, Russ, when does the transfer market shut? Have we still got time to get players in? Yes, it shuts at the end of the month. We still got players in, I think. And also, if you do go for the more Premier League ready people, they don't need as much bedding in time because they would have had a pre-season, a decent pre-season, or Premier League level pre-season. But yeah, we've got plenty of time. Ideally, we'd have wanted them at the beginning of, we want them early, but we always want our stuff early, but we never do it. Although this time last year, I think we had 5 players in. So yeah, but even previously, we always sort of wait until the end. We always do. Moy could be on the brink of being sacked. No, we'll wait and see. Let's move on. Yeah, Borges is done. We are massive. Hopefully, yeah, we certainly are. We still are massive. Afternoon, Dave. Hope you're well. I think one of our signings will be Fofana. I hope so. What are the chances Moyes looking for another job? I don't think so. Oh, Budgie's back in. He didn't realise his sub was inactive. You got to keep an eye on it. Yeah, you may have been on the other thing a while ago. Budgie's in. Birthday boys in. Birthday boys. Happy birthday, Jake. Thank you very much. Have a great day. 16 never been kissed. Sweet 16. Sweet 16. Do you remember if you guys remember you were 16? God dear. If your 16-year-old self could tell you now. If your 16-year-old self could tell you now that West Ham had won a European trophy. Oh, amazing. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. How do you, bud? John, very well. How do you do? Do you well? Are you good? Russ, don't you think leaks from the club give more indication as what is happening? Better than a guess. Take you down. I totally agree. Leaks. I think, but again, I think leaks always. Someone to leak something, there's got to be a motive behind it. When someone actually leaks something, there's got to be a motive behind it. So, why would someone leak something? Is it to get an outcome, a positive or negative outcome? Quite possibly. What do they leak? Do they leak enough to get people irate? Do they get enough to leak people to get them excited? Yes. They never tell them the full story. I think leaks are I mean, it's part and parcel, really, it seems. I know exactly what you mean, though. It's, at least it's getting information out there. I mean, I think it was 2 seasons ago when Moyes was like, no more leaks, we're getting no more leaks, yada, yada, yada. And there was nothing. And people were like clucking for any information they could get. Now it seems we're getting leaks on a daily basis. Now, is that for an end goal? Is that to get Moyes out? Is that an end goal to get Steidten out? Is that an end goal to get them to bang their heads together to start working together? Quite possibly. But I know exactly what you mean. I think the trouble is when things so we've been linked to 135 players this season. We broken last year's record, and we still got about 4 weeks left. So does that just to me, the leaks might show a less scattergun approach. If they we went to see Fofana, this is who we're interested in, this is who we're going to get. it's an interesting debate. I think it's something that you would almost have as a separate show. Our league's good for the club. You are going down. You're going down. Loopy, Patrick Vieira, are you either old Crystal Palace? You haven't changed your thing, or are you a Gooner? If so, thank you for the £100 million, or he should not be named. We'll be surprised we get Adam Traore and turn him into a striker. Well, to be honest, Wolves were doing that towards the end. They were basically Antonioizing him already. What we got here behind the Dolphin water compile Sasha. Her name's Ginger Tart. Thank you. Bedfordshire, hope you're well. Jake, enjoy it. 1624. Mate, Ken, every year flies by. I blinked, and Flo had just started reception. And I blinked again, and she's starting secondary school in September. And I think, where's that time? Time goes so, and it seems to go even quicker when you've got children. Let me know in the comments if you agree. But I think it goes even quicker when you have children, because they're growing at such a rapid pace. You'll see just the development. It's just getting so quicker. And so I imagine Rich in the chat, and he can't believe Jake's 16. What presents did you get, Jake? Yeah, that's no. Jake is the moderator, mate. He's not shown. Where do you think? How do you think Cornet would do? I think he'll do all right. I was told at 16 we're win our next cup now. I would have been pissed. Yeah, good point. I was told at 16, and then 16, and then 5 years later we win the cup. Unbelievable. Lee, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Plenty more shows coming, so if you didn't like them, you're a bit gutted. Won the Alpha Cup when I was 16. Fair play. At 16, I was watching Parker spin circles in midfield. The Parker turn. He stuck his arse out and just spun around. What a player. Never get your hopes up. If the final doesn't happen, you can't believe what you read. Totally agree, Jay. Totally agree. I can confirm West Ham will not sign a player on my birthday. Well, yeah, because Tim Steidten said 2 days, so it's only been a day. Or technically, or it's today, day one. So that's why I get until Sunday. Russ, who would you like for next manager? Well, after David Moyes, whenever that would be, there will be a period where we'll have a new manager in. I would like someone like Xabi Alonso. I think you've seen the likes of, look at like Arteta. Look at how someone like Pep Guardiola has done in terms of that sort of player development into a manager. Obviously, Alonso's more in sort of the Arteta sort of in terms of their manager, relatively early. I would like Arteta, not Arteta. I'd like Alonso. I think it'd be good, and would have the respect to the players and respect to the fan base as well. He was always a very good player. Wait till you hit £40. Tell me about it, Mikey, mate. Tell me about it. It goes even quicker. When I was 16, was watching Jimmy Neighbour running the wings from the west side. Yeah, I agree about the kids. I have 4 girls and they've all grown up now, but the time flew, in all honesty. It totally does, mate. Hair to grow back before we sign a player, 1 to 2 odds. Takes a long time for your hair to grow back, mate. It really does. When did Tim mention we will sign players at the weekend? Yesterday. Last night. Directly to Anton on the show. My birthday's 31st, the deadline day. Great day. Oh, what a great day to have a birthday. Or have the day off and just sit in front of Sky Sports watching a sign no one. Double signing, who knows? Parker turn should be coach to kids. It certainly should be. We beat Arsenal in the cup when I was 16. I can't take my powers and abuse them, Budgie. Anton will take my spanner away, and he is a spanner. When I was 16, we signed Ian Wright and finished the season 5th. When I was 16, when I was 17, it was a very good year. Was it? Probably not. I can't remember. US Soccer Radio keeps saying that West Ham are in for Tyler Adams. Yeah, apparently we've looked at £25 million, apparently. I think they don't want Moyes to burn the money. Alonso would be great. I was taking on the FA Cup parade at the age of 4 and I became a Hammer for life. Don't think it'd be 44 years before I did it again. Amazing. Fabio just reported that Alonso has signed another contract with Bayer Leverkusen. There we go. You could probably start an I-11. You're totally right. Right, let's do the draw because I've got to do some work in a minute. Right, let's do the draw. As I said, for anyone interested, we do this draw. We've got how many have we had today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new members today. Thank you so much. As I said, we do this every month. And the idea being is we give our channel members, it's almost like a raffle basically, and they will then every month, if you keep it going, you get entered into the draw basically, and there's exclusive content, you get shout outs, you get all that type of thing. Russ, I will be at the Charlton Leyton Orient first game of the season. Good luck to your son. Come on the O's. I used to go to the O's quite a lot because they used to do season tickets for under 16s for a tenner, and they would alternate the games. So I'd do West Ham be the home game, and then the away game I'd go to watch the Orient because you just jump on the train. McTominay went to be having a medical. Who knows? It could be bollocks, mate. It's come out of nowhere. Until the Holy Trinity says it, which is David Ornstein, which is Fabrizio and X. When they three talk about it, then you can sort of listen to it. Would the manager want to work with Sullivan, Steidten, and Noble? Yeah, I think he would. X16, I had 1 FA Cup and 2 years for the second one. Very good. Do you have a list of songs that are played on the same? Check out, go on to Spotify, search for DJ _Russie B. Most of the playlists, and when I play music, all the in there for you. You can just like go on there if you want. I had a dream when I was at school. The disappointment when I got to realize I'm in my 59s. Ridiculous. Right. Okay. Let's start that spinning. That's going to take a good old minute. So everyone's in the chat there. As I said, I will get this out to you probably in about a week or so time, 10 days, because I'm a bit slow with these types of things. But eyes down for a full house, guys. Eyes down for a full house. I'll wait till it goes to the end of it. 96, we finished 14th. Yeah, I was 16 then. There we go. Great. Back to the normal then. Right, let's go full screen. Budgie, Gaz. It's gonna be one of the newies. Pack the Hammer. Is it gonna be Horizon or is it gonna be Chris? We've got 2 draws as well. Is it gonna be Chris Southall? Chris Southall, congratulations. Congratulations, son. Well done. Well done. Well done. Chris, if you email me at westhamnetwork@gmail.com, then we will get that sailed out to you probably by the time we start the 24-25 season. Anyway, let's do another draw. Eyes down for a second draw. Let's have... oh, shit. Do I owe you one? Buddy, you message me separately and I'll get one out to you. What one do I owe you? Let me know. Right, okie dokie. Let's give that another spin. So that was for, well done, Chris. That was for the signed shirt. This one's for the signed football. Okie dokie. When I was 16, we lost the FA Cup finals as tailor-made gaming. Sad times, mate. Sad times. Sad times. Right. Okie dokie. Let's get into the close final stages. Tame Golfing, Jay, Jim Ferguson, Toby, Nathan. Is it going to be Narky? Is it going to be Narky? Probably going to be Joan. Is it going to be Joan? It's probably Joan. Joan, who's always commenting on these. Lovely Joan. Joan, congratulations, you have won a signed West Ham football. You know the score. Give us an email at you've got our email address anyway because you email us quite regularly. So give us an email and we'll sort that out for you and get something out to you maybe if you're if you want to receive it. Of course, some people don't want to receive the presents. They would rather it be rolled over to another person. If it is, then we'll let them know. So congratulations to Joan, and also congratulations to Chris as well. So if you email that, and I'm gonna have to buy some boxes. I have to buy some boxes to put these things in. But anyway. So as I said, that's it. Make sure you keep it on the channel. What do I get? You get it's in here. You get one of them. That's what you get, one of them. So as I said, we'll be doing a little video about the outfall from the gala dinner, who was there, who wasn't there, Anton's take on body language and who's talking to what and all that type of stuff. And then we'll have Hammer's headlines later on talking about quite interesting. Let me just where is it? Where's the thumbnail? Just to get you excited, or maybe not. A new head of recruitment being appointed. That's what we're talking about. Hammer's headlines later on. What? Okay. Has he actually promised weekend signings? Right. Let me give you. Okay, no worries. Let me give you what happened. So. Just we did it at the beginning, we'll do it at the end. So Anton attended the gala dinner last night. He was, as he was leaving, he literally was walking with Tim Steidten, like no one else was with him. And they asked him about signings. And he could have done the party line. He could have said, do you know what? Yeah, we're trying hard. We've got lots of targets. But we're working really hard. He didn't. He said, Give me 2 days, promise, in terms of when the first signings are coming. And that's what he said. That's what he said. And you can read it wherever you want to. No, I got it 4 months after the draw. You forgot to send it. I remembered when we picked it up. When you picked it up and said, "Oh, this is Budgies." Oh, you've got it. I did send it to you. Sorry, I'm rubbish. Thanks for clarifying the 100. It looks as if he's in charge if he has vetoed. Well, I don't know if they are, Stephen. That's what I said, because the narrative is Moyes has got the final say, and then Steidten's got no one. It's just. We don't know. Well done to the winners indeed. As I said, if you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. We'll be back later on today. Loads of shows as per usual. Any breaking news, any signings, we'll let you know as well. And thanks to all of our new members and existing members as well. We'll add you to this video next time, then new ones. So take care. Bye-bye.
It's like a family tree, part of you